what is a sales strategy and what is a sales process. Okay, so let's start with what is a sales strategy. It's a business planned approach to selling a product or a service. The goals are to lay out clear guidelines and objectives to maximize sales and ensure the sales force is on the same page, to turn potential customers into buyers by appealing to your target audience, and an effective sales strategy involves identifying a target market, qualifying leads, creating meaningful messaging that shows prospective customers the value of a product or a service. Now let's move to the 6 components of a sales strategy. Buyer personas for your ICPs, a value proposition summarizing the benefits you deliver to your customer, a comprehensive sales process with each stage details. Make sure to create guidelines to determine which prospects are extremely likely to buy, for example, decision makers or prospects that they can afford the product. Also generate a basic sales pitch, prepare responses to common objections, have ready proven closing techniques, and determine the ideal length for a sales cycle. You also need measurable, quantifiable objectives to monitor the sales effectiveness of your strategy and tracking tools to measure performance such as dashboards, quarterly KPIs, and monthly sales evaluations. You also need to have the sales team management, and for that, develop guidelines for sales managers to follow when hiring candidates, and build comprehensive onboarding and training programs to prepare new hires to execute your strategy. You also need a CRM database. A CRM is a comprehensive software that provides a sales force with tools for contact management and follow-up, customer support, customer retention, and even marketing automation. Some startups develop their own CRMs, but others turn to outside vendors. A CRM is essential because it helps you manage your relationships with customers and sales pipeline, and it serves an all-in-one repository of customer information. Let's see now some examples of sales strategy. For example, personal selling. This involves person-to-person communication through face-to-face meetings, sales calls, or emails. It is commonly used in B2B sales, but also in trade and retail sales. Personal selling allows salespeople to tailor their message to a prospect and create a relationship, resulting in a more persuasive pitch and better attention from potential customers. However, it is expensive and labor-intensive and generates a smaller pool of potential customers, as sales representatives must weed out unqualified leads and reach out to each qualified lead individually. You can also try social selling, which is a method based on generating leads through cold calling or sharing relevant content on social media to develop a personal brand and then engage with the target audience to build relationships with potential buyers. Social selling increases the number of potential leads, shorten the sales cycle, increase the sales conversion rate, and monitors leads accounts for optimal follow-up. It's the preferred strategy for B2B or B2G companies specializing in high-stake products, such as selling a big satellite infrastructure or selling the management of confidential data. Also, we can talk about channel mode, which is an external partner that sells your product for you. For example, if you're selling a new type of data management software, you could partner with a big IT consultancy firm. While this option gives you less say in how you market your product, it's the cheapest option, and you can work well if you're partnered with a company that sells similar products. Perfect. Now let's move to what is a sales process. This is a complete definition and identification of all sales tasks, activities, and responsibilities, and the variables that affect their performance throughout the sales cycle. It is a structured approach to move potential customers through the different stages of a sales until they buy the product or service. A sales process is one of the parts of the go-to-market plan of any company, and it is 100% customized to fit the needs of the business, the sales team, and the target market. Typical stages of most sales processes are prospecting, qualifying leads, presenting solutions, handling objections, closing the deals, managing the account, upsell and cross-sell additional services or products, and get recommendations. Each stage may have its own set of specific actions, and by following a consistent sales process, sales representatives can streamline their efforts, stay organized, and increase their chances of success. Establishing a detailed sales cycle in your company is vital because it can, first, help identify areas of improvement. If all sales steps are defined in measurable steps and data is gathered through the process, managers can identify problematic areas and adjust the process accordingly to increase conversion rates. Second, it can forecast future sales. Gathered data can also be useful to predict future sales. For example, by recording the number of prospects a sales representative manages in a month, the average length of the sales cycle, or which type of customers are most likely to buy after reaching a specific stage. And third, it can make training easier because a fully designed sales cycle leaves no room for improvisation and offers new hires a well-defined roadmap to follow. Perfect, this is all I wanted to share with you in this lesson, and I hope to see you in the next video with lesson number 2.